The best putters in the world get 4 things right when they make putts: a perfect setup, a perfect stroke, a perfect speed, and a perfect direction. Seymour's patented and proven rifle scope technology putting system helps golfers improve all 4 areas. Here's how. First, get in a comfortable posture. Square the face to the target line using the putter's alignment line. Then hide the red dot. Doing these 3 things will set you up in an optimal stance, square to the putter, square to the target line, and with your head, shoulders, hips, and hands in alignment. Now you're locked onto the target, like radar, free to putt with confidence the same way every time. Take your game to the next level by becoming a great putter with a Seymour.
All right, Zane. So here's the recording of recap of your golf swing. So don't get discouraged. You probably hit less balls that you're ever going to do in the first lesson because we're going through some things, talking about things. Yeah. You'll hit some more balls throughout your lessons, but we're going to critique a couple things here. I'm going to start off with your initial golf swing from down the line. All right. So arms hanging straight down from your shoulders are pretty good. Back straight is pretty good. All right. We just have a lot of knee bend in your golf swing here. Yeah. In your address position. So what we did is we started you off keeping a straighter back. Mm-hmm. All right, and I had you feeling that just before you start to make your golf swing out, you have your knees nice and locked or stiff. Now, obviously, nothing that you do in athletics has locked or stiff knees, right? But we had you just bend them, unlock them, right? And you can see it's a night and day address posture from one to the other. All right, so if you wanted to check. Tiger Woods. All right, his hands are going to be a little bit closer because he's hitting like a 9-iron. Yeah. All right, so, but I like the more athletic position with your feet wide apart. All right, less knee bend, and you feel like you're going to bend more at the hips. Okay. All right, and you're going to make that bend so your arms just really hang down from the shoulders. If you look at yourself in the mirror, you're going to get into that posture. Just let your arms hang straight down. Yeah. Hands together. And that's where you're going to grab onto the golf club. Okay. All right? Everything starts from that building block. Yeah. Right? You have to be in good posture. Mm-hmm. Right? And just being in good posture in front of a coach is going to say, wow, he's worked on his posture. Mm-hmm. Right? Not a lot of kids, especially on a high school team, work on posture. Yeah. Okay? So here is your first golf swing. All right? So, all right, what we kind of looked at, feet are wide apart. Yeah. All right, but we're gonna set you a little bit wider. I want the insteps of your feet to be at where your shoulders are. Just a little bit wider, so when you get more efficient with the swing, you won't be falling all over the place. I think you're going to generate more power if your feet are wider. All right. And basically, there's no lateral movement here. You're just basically picking the golf club up and swinging it with your upper body. Yeah. Right? You got good flexibility, you're strong, all right, but it's kind of limited because you're really not using muscles the way it's right. You know, I'm not sure if you've ever messed around, you're a wrestler, but you ever messed around with judo? All those judo throws, if somebody with a judo throw, if you're going to throw somebody a judo throw, you don't throw them with your upper body, you throw them with your hips. Yeah. Right? And they boom, and they go flying. Yeah, okay. Right. Hips, body. Yep. Okay. So so if you wanted to look at the numbers, all right, your address position is good. You're 51% weight in the left, 49 on the right, which is good. Top of your backswing should be about 80-20. I really wanted to feel like when you go 80-20, you feel like you load the right side. Mm-hmm. All right? Maybe put something under your foot so you don't roll on the outstep. Yeah. Right? So load the right foot to about 80-20, and and I think you don't load it that much, so your weight doesn't really move because your feet aren't wide enough.
Yeah.
Right? You're only going to go over your right foot, and if your feet are too close together, you're not going to have much
Weight issue.
Yeah. Right. So impact 60. Let's say it's called 60-40. All right. All right. Not too bad. Okay. Could be better. So what we just did is, right? We did a reach drill. We put the golf ball off of your left foot, right? And I felt like I wanted to tell you that you wanted to reach, right? So there's something building your right foot up so you don't go too far back, right? But for now, loading your right foot like this is okay. 80-20. All right, real good. All right. As you go down through, right? There's impact. You tell me which impact position you like better.
The right one.
Yeah, right one. Okay. So your impact on the left is 77-23. Right? 80-20. 80-22. All right. Much better. So you want to get that golf ball, that little weight distribution more over to the side. All right, left. And you really want to feel that shift, right? That as you shift that ball, right? Let's do it down here. As you move, that throws that pressure trace back. All right. All right. So just to recap some of the things, posture.
Yeah.
All right. You want to get into get into that position more often.
Okay.
Okay. Second, widen the stance. Get the stance a little bit more ready to make an athletic swing. All right. And third, just 3 things today, is that weight shift. All right. Get that weight moving lateral.
Okay.
Right. Push off that right foot for now. And get about 80%, 85% of the weight at the impact position on your left foot.
Okay.
All right, the kind of catchphrase: hands ahead, weight ahead. Hands ahead of the golf ball, weight ahead of the golf ball. Here's Lydia Ko. She's the #1 lady golfer, female golfer in the world. All right. Watch how she starts to shift even before she finishes the backswing. Hands ahead, weight ahead. There's the weight, there's the hands.
Rory McIlroy is only 5'9", 161 pounds. But in the U.S. Open, he bombed his drives an average of over 310 yards. Our question is, how does a golfer Rory's size get so much length off the tee? The key to generating distance is what's called the kinetic chain, drawing energy from the ground up through the legs, through the torso, into the arms, and into the club. And in the middle of that kinetic chain is a critical link, the hips. And it's Rory's extraordinary hip action that caught the eye of Dr. Greg Rose. At the Titleist Performance Institute, Dr. Rose has worked with many of the world's best golfers, including Rory, using technology to analyze aspects of the golf swing that are difficult to see with the naked eye.
Rory's got that beautiful tempo, but as he comes through impact, all of a sudden something very different happens, which makes a lot of us sports science guys look at this and go, wow, what's going on there? If we look at hip speed, most amateurs are around 300 to 350 degrees per second. That's how fast they're rotating. Most tour players are around 550 degrees. Rory gets to this amazing 720 degrees per second on the downswing.
What's truly remarkable about Rory's hip acceleration is that it has another gear, reverse.
So if I'm looking at anatomy, you got to understand your abdominals, they run diagonally. Those are called your oblique abdominals. They start on your rib cage and they run down to your pelvis. So in essence, it's like a rubber band attached to either side. And as that rubber band is contracting, it's going to grab both sides and pull them closer together. So in Rory's case, those abdominals fire so hard, it actually takes his lower body and it actually spins in the opposite direction. Right there, it's actually moving 377 degrees per second the opposite direction, which is just crazy.
In other words, for a split second, Rory's hips actually move backward faster than most golfers ever move their hips forward. This reverse rotation is extremely rare. Out of the hundreds of pros he's analyzed, Dr. Rose has only seen it a handful of times. And while it isn't the key to Rory's length, it's an amazing indicator of the intense torque Rory uses to generate ball speeds of over 175 miles per hour, among the fastest in the world. Of course, Rory McIlroy didn't win the U.S. Open just by being long off the tee. His ball striking helped him set the Open record, hitting an amazing 62 out of 72 greens in regulation. For ESPN Sports Science, I'm John Brinkus.
Well, the most important thing in a golf swing to me is the movement of the lower body from the top of the swing. And if you don't mind, I'll demonstrate. First off, you start down below with your knees and your hips. At the top of the swing, you move the lower part of your body, not your shoulders, the lower part of your body, letting your arms and hands follow, bringing you into position to hit. But this is the first movement, there. Then you release at the bottom. Most people do it entirely opposite. They rotate their shoulders first instead of their lower body. As a result, they come across the ball and hit the outside of the ball instead of the back of it. If you don't mind, I'll hit a ball, and the first thing to watch is what starts first from the top of the swing.